Hi, this is Jessica DeMassa in the GuideWell Insights Lounge. We're here at Singularity University's Exponential Medicine, and I am joined at the desk by Tijmen Hiep with the VVAA. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for coming. So we were talking a little bit before. You're a dentist, and you also have a role at the VVAA. So I'm really interested to know from your perspective, which of the exponential technologies are you most excited about?
I'm very excited about big data analytics.
Okay.
So especially from a dental perspective, we can actually get to the individual in a preventive way, learn about these people, and make sure that we don't have to treat them at all. And that's just a great thing.
That's wonderful. And talk a little bit, did you say anything about 3D printing? Because I know that that's already starting to take hold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, especially we work a lot in a reconstructive way, actually, in which 3D printing can help us a lot and make us work quicker and make it easier for the patient and probably less painful or less a hassle of being in the dental practice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, from your perspective, what are some of the trends that are shaping healthcare globally? And you can talk, about your experience as a dentist as well, and also from the VVAA perspective, if you'd like.
Yeah, I think the whole idea of getting to learn, so people will gather their data themselves by their mobile phones, getting them everywhere, making this massive database where we can learn from. I think this is really going to change the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. So what are you most looking forward to in the future of healthcare?
Well, I think we're really focused on prevention. So yeah, and we should always look to see if we can make sure that people don't need cure. And there are so many techniques and possibilities to make that happen right now. Not even when people are around us, but we can, wherever they are, we can coach them. And that really makes the world a better place.
That does, without a doubt. So as you're looking onward to healthcare, not only here but also abroad, what do you think is going to be the next part of healthcare to be disrupted?
Well, I think there's a lot of in the cure. So the way we do cure, there's a lot of robotics going on. That's really making physicians work in another way.
Right.
Medicine is going to change massively. And I think that the empowerment of the patient, because of all these techniques, is also a real big thing that makes a big shift where the patient is really taking care of himself.
Right. So talk a little bit more about the empowerment of the patient. How do you see that changing things?
Well, everybody's got a mobile phone, even in Africa. And these devices, they're just these mega computers, but in a small device, and which gives us multiple ways of measuring all kind of stuff with sensors that are just great, and it gives us so much information to keep track of people. They can keep track of their own and make sure that they're in time when they need any help.
Great. So give me an example of how you guys are doing this in dentistry. We don't have a lot of dentists here.
No. Well, I'm really looking forward to an electric toothbrush with sensor in it, which can actually tell when people need to come into the practice.
Oh, excellent.
So right now, people come regularly, once in 6 or 12 months. We'll do the checkup. Maybe this checkup is not even needed in a few years because people do the checkup at home, we'll see and analyze the data, and people will come in whenever needed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, final question for you.
Yeah.
We're moving, obviously technology is getting implemented into practices quicker.
Yeah.
Are you seeing technology move faster in dentistry, you think, than we might be seeing in healthcare here in the States?
You mean States or Netherlands, or?
Oh, comparatively. Like, do you think that that innovation is able to get more integrated into the system, the health system, more quickly overseas, or do you think that everybody's kind of moving at the same pace in terms of bringing new innovations to market?
Yeah, I think it really has to do with the governmental systems, ways of financing, regulations, and we need to open up that to get things up to speed. And I think in the Western world, everybody follows each other pretty quickly, but we can really make an effort to do that better.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us here in the Insights Lounge. It's been a pleasure to speak with you, and it's very unique to have a dentist here. I believe you're the first one I've ever spoken with here.
Wow.
So thank you so much for joining us in the GuideWell Insights Lounge here at Singularity University's Exponential Medicine.